Good. Let's get right into this. So here's the thing. I'll be very, very straightforward with you, very honest with you about this. And I need you to understand it in a very important way. Number one, Andor season 2 is going to be starting in 30 minutes. And therefore we cannot go past 30 minutes under any allowable options. I don't care if there's a war happening in 30 minutes, Andor season 2 is starting. Therefore, we will be doing 30 minutes, not a moment more, where I answer questions. These are the rules. 5 to 7 minutes per call. Do not stack questions. You get like one, maybe two. Also, very important. Also, very important. Do not use your real name during this. Okay. Also, don't go into story mode. Also, have your legal question ready. You know, when you call in and be like, this is my question. Don't be like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to talk. I don't know. Have your legal question ready. All right. With that said, I am now at this point going to go ahead and start the process of taking calls. How do we take calls? We take calls by you dialing 407-279-1754. Once again, 407-279-1754. Now, keep in mind, that is the law firm's main number. Here we go. First caller. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout the process. What is your legal question? Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, you got to mute the computer or the video so that we can just talk through the phone, but go ahead.
Now?
Yep, I can hear you just fine. Go ahead.
All right, my name's Bill. I got hurt. Let's see. I went on surgery, May of 2023. I went on disability. I wasn't on disability yet. So July of 2023, I got into a serious scooter accident, a post-tibial plateau fracture on my right knee.
Sure.
So I applied for disability then, and then I got denied in April of 2024. I have an appeal right now with a disability advocate group.
Mm-hmm.
So since July of 2024 up to now, I'm still kind of waiting for a decision.
Mm-hmm.
So my knee doctor that I'm seeing right now, I'm going to have him fill out a medical source statement of ability to do work-related activities.
Sure.
And I'm going to turn that in to my attorney so they could submit that, along with every hospital stay that I've had since this scooter accident. I've been in the hospital 8 times. I've had 8 surgeries. Do you think my chances are good to win the appeal, sir?
I have no idea. I'd have to read your file. Like, that's people always call me like, is this a great claim? Is it a slam dunk? You know, on like right up front, you got to understand slam dunks, like really good claims, or claims that meet listing level criteria. And a person who meets a listing level criteria is a person who has both their feet amputated or both their hands amputated, or, for example, half their leg and half their hip amputated. Yours does not sound like anything near that severity level. So right off the bat, I'm thinking medically, you're probably more in the grid out, vocational allowance territory. What's your current age?
48.
So you're under 50, so you got no grid out, and the ALJs get reviewed if they approve you. So they're going to be a little bit about approving you. This is not a high level. This ain't anywhere near a slam dunk. Let me ask you this. What medical devices were prescribed to you to help you with ambulation?
A walker, crutches.
Good. Okay. How often are you using the walker?
Daily.
Okay. And who prescribed the walker?
That was my my knee doctor or orthopedic doctor.
Okay. And can you explain to me when it was prescribed, what did it say on the prescription?
The prescription says use walker from the surgery because I'm dealing with a bacterial infection, and currently I have a metal rod or a fixator in place because I got a really bad infection and almost got sepsis.
Okay. So just to be clear here, you were prescribed it for the purposes of post-surgery use, but were you prescribed it thereafter for repetitive use and continuous use even after the surgery had pretty much cleared up?
It hasn't cleared up. I'm still I'm not really running, like doing mile runs. I can't physically walk normally. It's just so I can get around the house, or if I need to go to a doctor's appointment, just things like that. I can't really be going out in public a whole heck of a lot. I can't be on my feet for an extended period of time.
Man, you got some things you got to get fixed on this. Getting an RFC is a really good start, so I'm really glad that you're doing that. But you know what I mean, in a short period of time, I made you feel insecure, and that's not a good sign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, all right. So you got an initial denial. You're going into recon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Give me your top 5 most severe disabling conditions. Just hit me with the bullet points real quick.
I have the metal fixator on my knee. I can't be on my feet for no more than 10, 15 minutes at one time.
Okay.
I can't be sitting down for a long period of time. What else? I can't really lift anything heavy because the rod in my leg could break.
Okay.
So that's another safety factor that I have to think about as well.
Okay.
That's about all I can think of.
And what about the mental side, more developed side? Like, walk me through that.
Mental side's been tough. I guess, well, the positive thing is I haven't consumed any alcohol in almost 2 years, and I've now sought some help. I'm still staying positive through this whole thing. So, yeah, mentally, it has been tough.
All right. So obviously some depression there, obviously some alcoholism. What have you been doing with the alcoholism? How have you gotten past it?
Doing online AA classes. Unfortunately, I got a DUI. I just finished a 9-month program. So I've been sober since I got in that scooter accident back in July of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And just continuing to remain sober. Just mostly thinking about the consequences if I got in trouble again.
Okay. So, okay.
I think it sounds like I need to book an hour with you, and we can go into more detail on my situation. If you think that's a good idea, I'd be more than happy to schedule an hour with you. We can continue this conversation.
You know, I don't think you would regret it. I just, there's things that with your situation that I'm thinking about would improve it. And I need to know more. But part of the problem with this whole thing that we're talking about is I don't want to go too into your identity live on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
all right. So what I would say is this. Okay. Yeah. Just call me later. We'll talk about stuff. Because there's another thing that I just thought of that would be a little bit of an issue, but and we haven't gone through work history yet as to when you stopped, stuff like that, working. So just give me a call and we'll kind of catch up from there.
Yeah, I don't want to hold up your time. I know we're limited, and I have a lot of stuff I wish to discuss with you privately, and I think that'd be the best bet or course of action right now.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, just catch up with me. We'll rock and roll from there. Just make sure when you give me a call, we can kind of get everything figured out and kind of go from there. But you make sure you have a pen, paper, ready to write stuff down, and we'll kind of go through details. Yeah.
Okay. I'm on the West Coast, so what's a good time to contact you?
Tomorrow, so I have the homeless office tomorrow. So, and then later, so I would say Thursday later in the day would be better. So, pretty much like, I would say, 12 noon your time would probably be a good time for me. Yeah.
At this phone number?
Yep. Same phone number. Yep.
Appreciate your time, Walter. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Thank you, good sir. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Likewise. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Karen. I am on SSI, and my husband is also on SSDI. SSDI.
Okay.
And I am really concerned that if we're living together,
Mhm.
because we did split up for a while,
Mhm.
but we're both sick. So, I'm just really afraid that something may happen to us. Can we live together or not? I guess is my question.
Well, you're not two SSIs. You're an SSI SSDI. So the traditional marriage penalty rule doesn't apply to you. If he's a husband with you, they do look at his potential income. But if he's just SSDI, there's not really income. So, I mean, the whole thing here is, you should be okay for the most part, but they do deem against the husband. But if he's only getting, I mean, he's only getting SSDI benefits. Is that correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I mean, it should be okay. You guys should be fine. Just keep in mind, they do deem against any income that he's earning into the future, but other than that, you should be good to go. Yeah.
Right. So we're not going to jail if they catch us together.
I mean, not for that, but it depends on what you guys get into. So just
Well, I mean, we're just two older people that just, have a normal life. We don't do anything else.
yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. But yeah, no worries. But sounds good.
Church in the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's our highlights.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, but I do work with people where it's like, they tell me like the thing that they screwed up, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like that's gonna change the human race. So it's just, yeah, no,
I don't
yeah.
think we've done anything that awesome.
There you go. I'm telling you, just line it up. And hey, but sounds good. You have a wonderful, wonderful night, and keep rocking and
Thank you,
rolling.
Walter. And
Thank you.
I try and watch you every day. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Perfect, perfect. We're going to take a couple more calls, just kind of check in with things, keep things rocking and rolling. Let's see what we can do here. We did miss a call from a person. Let's see. I'm going to try and call that person back right now. Let's see what we got. Hold on. Speaker is on. Let's see if we can get this person to go ahead and pick up the phone and rock and roll through it. We are coming to 9-ish. We got about 20 minutes left, so just kind of keep that in mind. We got to get that Andor season 2 in. So let's see if we can get this person on the phone real quick. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead.
Hi, this is Dulcinea.
Sure.
Can I keep my SSI benefits if I accept a class action lawsuit settlement?
So the
That
problem,
concern?
yeah, it depends on how they write it up, but usually the bottom line is they're going to consider it to be a form of like an income or a form of like some sort of money coming towards you. And, sometimes they can go ahead and reduce your benefits. Now, when that happens, you got the 1 month to spend down provision. So, like, how much are we talking about as a potential settlement option?
Said it's about 70,000, but that's gross.
Okay.
After net, they might take Medicaid out because I just got finished being treated for breast cancer.
So,
They might deduct it.
yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm in Texas.
I mean, so I guess what this would come down to for me is, okay, so let's say that you get hit for a month. What are you going to spend it on in that month?
I need a car.
Okay. So 70 grand
I
is
wanna
is a lot for a
vacation.
car. So are you gonna, now remember you have the RV limitation because they consider recreational vehicles something else. So what's the plan with the car? I mean, you're gonna get like a luxury car, or what are you thinking?
No, just a driver where I could go to my doctor's appointments. I go to a place 400 miles away, and I've been going on the train since I haven't had a car. But the RV would be good, even better if I could use that for medical trips. I could do both.
No, but the RV, yeah, okay, so make sure you search that because recreational vehicles have a special statute written in them for the SSI people. So, as a car, it's not technically a car, so it can be used against you. Now, you could get a vehicle that's not registered as an RV that has the potential to be an RV. That's what a lot of people do. But it's one of those things where, all right, so around 70K, right?
Minus the attorney's fees and
Okay. So it's going to drop a lot. So what we're talking about is like 25, 30, 35. Okay.
Probably.
All right. So a car. Yeah. You're looking at a car. I mean, do you rent where you live or do you own where you live?
rent.
Okay. So I mean, in theory, you could buy like a trailer and a small piece of land. You could put it into a special needs trust. How
Mhm.
bad is your car right now?
Mm. I don't have one. I sold it for my last trip to get radiation in San Antonio.
Oh, okay. You got to get a car then. That's the gig here. Okay. Have you figured out what kind of car you want to get?
No, but someone advised me to look on Carfax for something to shop that way online because I can't get out much.
Okay.
I live in a small town.
Don't do the special needs trust. Just get the car. Because I mean, you could also have them create a special needs trust that's set up to work towards paying off monthly amounts towards a car. You could do that. That's an option too. Although I'm guessing you probably want to get a cash price, and a cash price on a car is going to be better than paying it off for a long time.
Right.
So there's that kicker. I would just get the car, be done with it, pay it off. Do you have any other debts, any other stuff that you have to pay off?
No, just for the car insurance that I owe about $500 for the
$500.
last car I had that was stolen.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, get the car. Yeah, cool.
I'd like to have a piece of land with a trailer, I guess. I don't know if I could travel much anymore. I'm not in very good health.
What kind of car did you want to get?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
If it were me,
I wanted,
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
well, I wanted to get a truck so I could work a side business dealing in antiques, but I haven't been able to keep up with that the last couple of years. I'm selling things on consignment.
Let me ask you this. Was the reason you didn't keep up with it because you didn't find the time, even though you had time? Or was it more of those things like you didn't have the space in your vehicle, or you didn't have a vehicle to do it?
Oh, because I got sick and then COVID shut some shops down and one of them burned down last summer and I was stuck with a lot of inventory and then I couldn't pay my storage fees and they got auctioned off and now I don't have very much left.
Okay. Well, if you're going to get a truck, get a Toyota. That's what I would recommend. I've had other trucks, and the Toyotas, they're not made tough, but they just seem to last. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, Nissan Rogues are good. But Toyotas are just, you can just beat the hell out of the Toyotas. My Prius looks like it belongs on like a Sheryl Crow, like, starving dog commercial. It's just, yeah, my Prius looks super sad and looks like it needs an acoustic guitar song playing behind it. But I'm telling you, that Toyota will just go and go and go. So, but it's on its,
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, it's on its third battery, like its third big battery at this point. Yeah. When people look at me, they're just like, why would you drive that thing? And I'm like, because it doesn't want to leave us. So,
It won't die.
it won't die. It had the choice. It rejected it. It actually did die yesterday. The battery went on it. The little battery, because I left the light on, or I guess when I went up, I was like, damn it, the light's on. I don't remember leaving it on. But that's how that works. You're like, it wasn't me, but it probably was me. But yeah, no, it just I don't know what those Toyotas. And don't get me wrong, like I grew up with Fords, you know what I mean? Like I grew up on a farm, we had Fords and Kubotas, that's what we had. But
they're interchangeable parts.
You know what it is about the Toyotas? They're built for people to not take care of it. Like some the older Mercedes cars and the older Lexuses, they were built to last forever if you took care of them. But the Toyotas, they're built to be just abuse them, and they just keep going. And I, you know what I mean? Like I don't abuse. Well, I did drive a boat that weighed more than the car. I did tow a boat in and out of the water a couple of times. I mean, I guess, when I looked back in history, I definitely abused that car, but ain't nobody gonna buy that car after I've owned it. You know what I mean? So like, why not? You know, there's a YouTube video out there of me pulling a boat out of the ramp on a boat. And all the people are there watching their trucks struggle where their wheels are spinning because they don't have enough weight in the back of their truck. And my Prius is just pulling that thing right out.
Who knew it had that much power?
Oh, they got tons of power. It's got an electric motor in it. Those electric motors, tons of torque. Oh man, you could
like a winch.
Oh yeah, you could pull quite a sizable boat out of the water. But
you can catch a pretty big fish with it too.
You know, I never got into fishing. The most fishing I ever did was when I went boating. I would take fish food for like that water situation, like that river, and I would just throw it out in scoops. Because you know when you like pay to go to a restaurant and they have fancy fish, and you gotta pay money to like get food and then feed the fish. Well, I was like, well, I can do better than that. I'll just go out in this boat and I'll feed fish myself. And I learned that's how you get to see a lot of fish and dolphins and you know, all kinds of stuff. Is if you just feed the fish, they will come up out of nowhere and there'll be tons of them. Yeah, no, that's how I've done it. So yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna do one more call before the Star Wars thing comes out. But I will catch you a little bit later. And yeah, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Yeah.
Thanks. May the force be with you.
Thank you. You as well. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead.
Yes, I am Esteban, and I'm just shy of being 60 years old, and I've been a leg amputee just below the knee for many decades now. And my other leg that I still have, it's got severe arthritis and other situations where it needs a knee replacement and such.
Okay.
But my question is, I have also, going back to when I was very young, been a fan of motorcycles, and I've been a long time motorcycle owner.
Sure.
And what would happen if I, like, for instance, walk with not only my prosthetic on the leg that's amputated, but walking with my cane, put that cane in the saddlebag, and then throw my good leg over the saddle and decide to take a ride. Of course, not to North Dakota or nothing like that, but just a short ride, like 20, 22 miles, like to see a friend or something like that.
Sure.
And then rest a little while and then return to my house. What would be the problem with that?
Okay, so here's the thing. It's one of those things where you could do it if you want to. It's just one of those things where if they take a photo of you doing it, that photo is for the rest of the time. So whether you drove it all the way to North Dakota or you drove it down the street, if they got a photo of you on the motorcycle with your cane in the saddlebag, it's not a good look. But you can do it. It's just, if there was a CDI unit and they were watching you and they took photos, or even if somebody took a photo of you, they're like, hey, look at this guy. He's a little different. He's got a amputation situation. He's got a cane in the side battle. That guy really loves it. And then all of a sudden now you're trending on, Facebook. My point is,
I don't post anything like that or allow any pictures like that on Facebook.
Yeah, but you don't. But what happens when somebody takes a picture of you doing it? Like, are you driving in the sticks, or are you driving past the town?
I don't go into the city where there's a lot of traffic and stuff. Mostly out on like country roads and things like that. And I definitely would not get on an expressway with it, concerning my past experiences. And also, this vehicle, even though it's a motorcycle, it's got a state issued handicap tag, just like a car would.
Sure. I guess what I would say is this. You just have to be careful, because at the end of the day, it could be a tough situation. At the end of the day, you got to be careful, because you just don't know. You just don't know. You know what I mean? When something's going to bite you in the butt, and that's a tough situation. So yeah.
And I don't do it like every day or even necessarily every week, just like maybe once or twice a month. And for the most part, on the weekends, like a Sunday ride or something like that.
Sure. Yeah. And I hear you. The one thing you got to watch out are people that basically take a photo of you and post it, because your face is already in a program that the government uses to auto recognize you, and they could very, very easily assimilate that photo into that system and pull your face up as to who you are. And so you just have to be aware their new technology, that whole Big Brother technology, is very, very current and very, very relevant. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, like you said, I'll just have to watch, when I do it. And like, for instance, if I'm in my residence, see if I notice any suspicious vehicles around and things like that. And just don't go like to big events or crowded areas and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, just be smart about it, and then, just be smart about it. But what I'm going to do, good sirs, I'm going to actually end the show a little bit early, but I will catch you a little bit later. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay.
You have a wonderful night too, Walter, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Perfect, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Alrighty, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and end the show right there, because we do have a wonderful, amazing Andor season 2 to begin watching, which is crucial. 3 episodes, and then they're releasing them in 3 episode drops, which is absolutely amazing. I'm super excited about it. With that said, we did just get the video controller unit that we can use to do the multi video setup. So just so you guys are all aware, in the not too distant future, we should be able to go ahead and set up interviews where we'll be interviewing people about all kinds of things, which is absolutely amazing. I hope you're doing well. I will catch you a little bit later. Please remember to take care of yourself. Be nice to other disabled people. And remember, you are de facto the person who is the light of your disability. So if you get a chance and somebody asks about it, and you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But if you do, educating the general public about your impairment, always a nice thought, unless they might try to stab you in the back and be a horrible neighbor. That happens too. So just be careful. So anyways, I will catch you a little bit later. Please go enjoy Andor if you can, and have a wonderful night. Also, please remember to like, please remember to subscribe. Please remember to go ahead and go to Google and type in Disability Resolution Law Firm or Disability Resolution Florida. Throw some stars up there if you like. You don't have to. And then basically, we will catch up in the not too distant future. If you do have a tricky question and you want to buy an hour, like a 1 hour private session, mini contract is below. Mondays and Thursdays, I usually go live, but I will catch you a little bit later and we will go from there. Attorney Walter Hnot, thank you so much and have fun. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.